I watched a really obese man collapse into the restaurant chair. His plate was completely overflowing, and the seat beneath him groaned in despair. I was on holiday somewhere with sun. It was an all-inclusive affair. And as I watched this man consume, I realised that I'd previously been there. Holidays of this type are quite puzzling. We go all out on the excess, yet we seem to be unaware of what this is doing to us with all that stress. You see, you might feel like you're relaxing, forgetting about work and life at home, but we are just causing a different grief, and when we return exhausted, we moan. So let's look at my ideal vacation, or at least what it used to be, and I'm going to take it apart to demonstrate the bad things it did to me. First, the food. I loved a buffet. All you can eat is where I'd be at. Plate after plate, bowl after bowl, ignoring fullness, adding to my fat. And what exactly was I eating? Fried, salty, meaty, sugary junk? Yes, it was all super tasty, but it put my guts in an awful funk. This intestinal stress I was causing set me up for a terrible time. Lethargy, sluggishness, toilet misery, which I blame on that IBS of mine. Not to mention the long-term issue of when we returned from the trip, I'd stand on the scales utterly stunned and feeling completely shocked. What I really should have been doing was eating a leafy salad or two to rejuvenate my gut microbiome. After all, it was on holiday too. Next up was the alcoholic drinks, an endless supply of boozy options. Even better were the fancy cocktails, colourful, sweet, Moorish concoctions. Throw in a few shots of this and that, you're missing out with no drink in hand. And while I thought this was excellent, it put my liver into high demand. The perfect way to restore my systems would be to drink only water each day. A couple of litres of the stuff to help my toxins all wash away. The other issue with all that booze was the way it made me sleep. I thought the nighttime felt superb, but my watch said restless, not deep. It's no wonder that when I awoke, I usually didn't feel that well. So much for recharging my batteries, but let's do it all again, what the hell. I should have been in bed early if I wanted to feel refreshed, allowing all that nighttime goodness that comes from a good night's rest. At home, we have such busy lives, full of work, chores and family stuff, but on holiday those things are not there, yet sleep, we choose to not get enough. These unhelpful behaviours add to the stress our bodies deal with, and continuing along this unhealthy path is something we should no longer forgive. I've consulted hundreds of patients who've come back with holiday flu. Consider you might not have caught it on the plane. Is it your trashed body speaking to you? We feel ill, congested and down with various aching sensations, which basically comes from the fact we spent a week in constant inflammation. So this year, when we go away, I'll try not to make the same mistake. Eat those salads and turn in early, and for once come home feeling great.